And a pleasant good evening to everybody. Going to be getting things going here in just a moment. Got some low latency problems at this time, so nothing at this point that's going to be a huge issue for this evening. Again, some chances of rainfall coming up as we go into the rest of the forecast. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. We also have the potential of some problems into the weekend with some showers and thunderstorms, which may be a bit of a problem as we get into and around the area of Saturday, maybe into Sunday, depending on what happens there. We'll see how well that goes. And going from that to the rest of everything, next week looks like some very warm conditions coming our way as well. Give me just 2 shakes here to get everybody on Twitter lined up and ready to go. So we're doing a simulcast of sorts here. This is Weather Overtime, live and direct from downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Onick with a quick look of what's going on in the weather across the area. Questions, concerns about what's going on with the weather, anything you want to ask out there, please let me know. Drop them into the comments section. Would love to see them, and we'll get you more details on your complete forecast in just a little bit. Things are very quiet, relatively speaking. Again, we've got that storm system off the East Coast, which is slowly making its way over toward New England and into around the Canadian Maritimes. With the cloud cover here rotating around there, it is going to be leaving the area. Some of these stray clouds might make their way down to the south and to the east, but right now it's not a huge concern, so definitely some good news on that. Let's get into the almanac page and give you an idea as to what we're looking at for today's conditions. Again, not looking too bad. 71 was the high temperature. Apologies for the glare. We're still trying to work out the positioning of the monitor, the lights, everything else, and so far we're having some pretty poor luck in getting that taken care of. But trust me, that does say 71 degrees. Closer to normal, but we were not quite at normal today. Numbers are back into the mid to upper 70s for highs in our normal, and our record high hasn't been broken since the 19th century. So we can leave that alone pretty much all the way on through there. Another great pastel sunset. Thank you very much for the submission from Fort Oglethorpe. Mary Millsaps, a very nice view there. And that's our West Shore Home weather window picture of the day for Wednesday. If you've got weather pictures to share, we'd love to see them. Go ahead and send them to us at pictures@wdef.com or drop them to us on social media for more information about that. And your picture could be the next West Shore Home weather window picture of the day. Gotten some great ones in the last several weeks and months. Some very good people around here when it comes to photography. So thank you very much for everybody sending in information and pictures on that. Temperature's a little cooler back to the northeast, again, where those clouds are thicker around that area of low pressure making its way on through. That, again, is going to continue to move its way off to the east, but the rest of the area, the region, showing temperatures pretty mild, all things considered, back into the lower to mid 60s across much of the area. Nothing in the way of rainfall at this time. We do, again, have this storm system well back off to our east, and that system, again, is a shadow of its former self. There's not much left of this, but there is just enough to get some moisture off of there, making its way through portions of the northeastern United States, southeastern United States. High pressure, well in control, but this thing is starting to fall apart, so there's really not a lot left of it at this time, which, as that system begins to leave and head off to the east, that is where we will see the potential of some more showers and thunderstorms coming our direction as we get into the rest of the week and the weekend. Toward Friday, that's where we also see the potential of some showers and thunderstorms coming on through out there. Let's run the numbers and give you an idea as to what's going on. Again, into and around the area for portions of tomorrow morning. Chilly once again. Low temperatures back in the high 30s to the lower 40s. By afternoon, expecting a few more clouds to come on through. Closer to normal, but I still think we're going to be just a little bit below normal for this time of the year. For Thursday night into Friday morning, we will see the potential of some showers start to approach the area from the west. But remember, this is moving, all this stuff here is moving into very dry air. And so I think it's going to be Friday afternoon, unfortunately, right about the time the kids get on the school bus, where we see the potential of more showers and thunderstorms out there. And as we go into Saturday morning, early Friday night, early Saturday morning, there'll be some speckles of rain showers around, but really just not that much left over. but that'll change as we get into Saturday morning. Much more in the way of showers and thunderstorms expected for the News 12 viewing area and right around the Tennessee River Valley. So that is going to be a bit of a concern for early risers getting going out there through the rest of the morning into the afternoon. Saturday morning, cooler and a little breezy, and the chance of some more showers and thunderstorms across the area. So I would not be surprised again to see some potential wet roadways out here and the potential for some maybe some lightning, could be some thunderstorms. Doesn't really look like much at this point. This is definitely not a severe weather situation from what we can see so far, so definitely some very good news on that for this evening, and again, hopefully it stays that way. Bryant Chuck on Facebook, thank you very much for checking in, and a good evening to you. Downtown Chattanooga, quiet and dry, looking toward AT&T Field. Hopefully the Lookouts managed to get things taken care of. Last I checked, it was 7-1, 8-1 in the Lookouts' favor, so hopefully a good evening for baseball there. Travel at Lee Point, Highway 153 at Highway 64. Everything moving along quite nicely here, and not seeing a problem for travel either at 7524. Traffic moving along quite nicely so far, so it's a beautiful evening. It's a bit on the brisk side and will continue to be so. Numbers back in the lower 60s right before the 10 o'clock hour Eastern time, and should remain again a very quiet and dry evening coming up. All right, let's get you into the 7-day forecast and give you an idea as to what's going on. Through about Friday, we'll be seeing a lot more clouds coming on through. Cinco de Mayo, we'll see better chances of rain late during the day, but we'll see that potential for some wet conditions. So celebrating Cinco de Mayo at your favorite restaurant, watering hole, wherever, you may again want to take along an umbrella, because we may be looking at more chances of showers the later it gets. For Star Wars Day tomorrow, no problem at all. Temperatures back into around the mid-70s, a few upper 70s possible if we get enough sunshine early during the day. And Free Comic Book Day coming up on Saturday. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Toward next week, we start a warming trend heading back upwards again into the lower to mid-80s. I would not call it a heat wave, but I would say that we are looking at the potential of some much warmer conditions than what we've seen with these 60s and lower 60s at times in the area. So something to think about there. We'll also be seeing the potential of more showers and thunderstorms coming on through. Looks like it lets up a little bit by peak of the week next week, second week of May, but there are signs that past that we may see the potential of some more problems with rain and thunder and things like that over the next several days. So for right now, that's the main thing that we're looking at, and should be, again, the potential for less in the way of rainfall as we get into the next day or two after the midweek point next week. But running up to this next several days, Friday onwards, definitely looks like we're going to be seeing the potential for more showers, more thunderstorms, and outdoor activities for the weekend. That could be a little on the iffy side. Speaking of the weekend, and some of you may not have heard about this before, it's called Free Comic Book Day. It's a really cool opportunity for adults who gave up on comic books a long time ago, and for kids to get introduced to comic books. You can go to your favorite comic book stores, the ones that are participating in this event, and pick up a free comic book just for walking in the door. And again, that's for the comic book stores that are participating in this. So if you'd like to stop by and pick it up, and maybe pick up a few extra comics, some graphic novels. If you've never seen the artwork of Jack Kirby, absolute, complete, and total genius. So good opportunity to see a lot more about the artwork from the 30s, 40s, and 50s onwards. X-Men's one of my favorite. I'm a Marvel fan myself, which is why I brought this DC Marvel comic up there. And for the owners of this graphic, please don't sue us. We're just using it to promote Free Comic Book Day, to get people into the comic book stores, because if we don't do our best to get into the comic book stores and actually employ their services by purchasing their products, we're going to lose a really nice place in American culture. It's a great opportunity to see more, all kinds of neat stuff that might be available to you. So Free Comic Book Days this Saturday, so you should be able to get some more information online and find out more about what's going on. Now, weather purposes, it is going to be, again, not great, let's say. As of right now, for Free Comic Book Day on Saturday, We'll start off fairly mild and then back into the lower to mid 70s, just below normal, and there will be chances of showers and thunderstorms throughout the entire day, all the way into evening. But don't let that stop you. I mean, a little bit of rain out there. We're not talking about severe weather. If you're an adult who kind of gave up on comic books before because they were too childish before, get back into the habit again. It's a great thing. Adults that I know and hang out with are the ones who love reading comic books, graphic novels, all sorts of other things you can pick up at a comic book store for gaming purposes, all kinds of things like that. Go ahead and give it a try again. I mean, just launch into it. Introduce your kids to it. It's a great opportunity to learn more about art and style and design and graphics and all sorts of neat things. So if you have the opportunity to do so at one of the local comic book stores this Saturday, please do so, because it is a very great piece of Americana, keeping the comic book store open and working. You can get graphic novels at most libraries, depending on what and how they stock. Check with your local librarian about that to find out more. And again, it's a great opportunity just to get back into comic books if you haven't done so for quite some time. Really great opportunity to learn more about that. So free comic book day this Saturday. Give it a shot. Think you'll like it. Won't be too much of a concern with the rainfall out there. For tomorrow morning, brisk to say the least. We'll be looking at temperatures back into and around the area. Okay, my graphic system's having issues here. All right, or maybe that's my mouse, I'm not sure. Back in the mid 40s for tomorrow morning. Not as breezy, that's good on that. And then toward the end of everything tomorrow afternoon, more clouds, yes, but not seeing anything in the way of showers or thunderstorms, so definitely some good news where that's concerned. Getting the kids up and going, it will be brisk, so please make certain that you have all that under control. And terrible to wait out at the bus stop in just in shirt sleeves, so make certain you got your sweatshirt or your coat ready to go on that. News 12's Chip Chapin is back on the job. He took a couple days off. He's now back again, so join him for coffee, news, weather, and sports with the rest of the team on there. Be glad to have you stopping by for that. That'll do it for right now. It's decently quiet, not a lot to talk about, and that's great news all the way around, so looking pretty decent out there for now. Questions, concerns, ideas, anything you'd like for us to tackle in the future, please let us know at wdef.com/weather. And of course, you can email me. You can reach me through the website or just email me at aonic@wdef.com. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Aonic. You've been watching News 12's exclusive video weather blog on Facebook and on Twitter. So thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for more with News 12. I'll have details coming up tonight on News 12 at 11. And again, Chip Chapin coming up bright and early tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining us. Have a safe and pleasant and quiet evening, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow. Again, more information and forecast always available, wdef.com/weather. Thanks for joining us.